How about that hat? Doing good? Kids stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, my plant stand's not as big as I thought, and it looks like it's missing a piece on top, but that's kind of a bummer.
Bummer.
Woohoo! Oh, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Kid's backpack.
How about that coat? Sound good? I'll grab it. What's it look like? Pots and pans.
Then whatever wear, it's gonna be hot. Is that it?
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
How's that, Ben? It's a metal coat rack. It's like a cast iron or an iron. Someone will buy that because it's metal.
Oh yeah.
It's sellable. Let me.
Everything is garbage.
There you go. Old school. Xbox 360.
There you go.
You're my expert on that. What do you think?
There's something there. It's got the memory cards with some of these games that are here, and it's
Maybe put together a $100 bundle, right? Or $50 or something.
yeah.
Teenage Ninja Turtle backpack. Those are cool K-Swiss. I wish you could find the other one.
Nice shoes.
I'll show it to you if I find the other one, folks.
We got Xbox One box.
So if I find a couple of bags like this, George, we'll just throw them out and leave them, and then we'll open them all at one time and get a look at them. So throw that on the ground somewhere.
Ooh, it's heavy.
Yeah, I'll beat up. I don't like it. I have standards. I'm getting the plant stand out. Yeah. I'm a sucker for a metal plant stand. Looks like it's missing a top or piece of it, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, it smells back there.
Do you think? It stinks. You gotta remember, folks, you're dealing with old dirt. If it's been in here for years, you could be ending up with, viruses and bacteria and mildew.
Yeah.
There's lots of mildew.
That's nice.
You find a lot of cremated bodies.
No. Hard pass.
I've had friends, not me, but I had a friend that bought a room that, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, but it's the reality of the world. They left their dogs and stuff in the cages, and there were dead bodies in there.
Oh my God.
People are swine. This is a difficult world. People lose their for a reason. But that's cool, huh? Put a little something on top of it. Maybe there's a cap to it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's back
But
there.
that's at least $75, maybe more. I mean, what I've pulled out of here, the handful of things I'm going to take are worth at least double to 3 times of what the hell that I paid for this room. And I could really, 10 times my money in here. But, we're going to go slow. We pulled out a few boxes of stuff to get started outside. I mean, there's probably not much in it, but it's always fun to go through it. I recommend you bring stuff outside. When I'm sorting this with help or even myself, I take as much outside as I can because I want to breathe the open air. I don't want to breathe the dirty, dirt and all the chemicals that could be in there, you know, the dog crap and cat litter and the dust. You're gonna have a nose packed full of crap when you're done with this. So wear a mask or go home and lavage and clean it out. You don't want to make yourself sick.
Mr. Burns, I'm afraid you are the sickest man in the United States. You have everything.
So this was in front. I mean, I'm not really gonna rifle through it again much, but I never did really take a look at this glass. You know, it's household glass and crap, but you never know. There might be an old piece of Pyrex in it or something. So I'm just gonna spend a quick minute or two being kind of lazy and just rifling through it. Plastic. You know, and sometimes it only takes one piece to be worth 20 bucks, and it's common, not really sellable, not my cup of tea. Somebody at the swap will buy $1 for it, but I know I'm not even gonna take it. I'm giving that to one of my guys. Yeah, that looks like a clear Pyrex lid, but not old. Unfortunately, nobody really buys white glass for more than $1 or $2. Yeah, little candle holder. Yeah, those are
a goblet.
Those are cool. It's not the right color. They're not super old, but you know, I mean, there's probably 4 of them in here. Pie pan, a Pyrex pie pan. I mean, still not stuff I really like, but yeah. For people who do this for a living and not just for fun, white glass is like poison unless it's the right stuff. Plates, broken plate. Don't care about that. Nobody buys them anymore. So there's going to be a whole set of these in there, super common. I don't even deal with them anymore. There's another one. There's another one.
There's another one.
Yeah, let my guys sell them for $1. I don't care. There's another one of those big glasses, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, it's blue. So there's going to be a set of 4 different colored ones is what's going to happen. You know, this is like home goods crap. So there's going to be 3 or 4 of them somewhere. Everyday Gibson. This is actually good everyday dishes. I mean, for people that want them, this is really good flea market stuff.
Dark drink plates.
Yeah, I won't even deal with them. I'm going to give them away, but yeah, nothing exciting in here. They just packed fast and they packed sloppy, so nothing great. So years ago, I used to be into the DVD and CD world, as I said before in other videos. So, you know, we always look at them. So looks like a lot of burns. I don't mess with burns. Those are burns. For the most part, people have collected everything DVD that they collect. They're looking for the rarities, you know, and aren't we all? Because some of these could still be worth, you know, 10 or 20 bucks or 50 bucks if it's rare, but
Turn of wood and din.
yeah.
On the burn.
I was looking at the Wolverine here. I mean, is that a burn? It looks like it's not even there.
Oops, deleted.
Def Jam, junk. That tells you, the music obviously tells you a little bit about the person who had the room, you know, what they listened to, what period they come from, you know, what decade, 90s, 2000, 2010. A little bit of neater pile, but I don't know, you see anything in here you like?
Sure.
So these are going to be probably out, and they're going to be all in here loose, and I don't want to go through them. These look all super common.
A couple random games through them.
Oh, okay. All the games, see? Yeah.
Why does this keep happening to me?
What do we got there?
There's 2 controllers.
Yeah, well, that can go with a bundle, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saved this, so we keep finding parts, and then we put a system together and we sell it online. So that's a saver. I mean, not big money, but it's usable. This is all stuff that I will just discard. Let me see what we got in here. More the same. There's all the loose. Once you take a look and see, I'll see if I can find any games for you.
I'll go through and see what you guys see.
These are all burns.
Music.
What the heck is that?
Science Exploration, California. This looks like some school homework.
Okay. So this is a bust, a bunch of crap. There's a nice case with more burns in it, probably. You know, the case is worth something to somebody, you know, at a flea market. You know, $3, $5, I don't know. Not to me, it's not stuff worth my time. Let's see what's in the suitcase. Probably gonna be crap, probably crappy clothes and just trash. These rooms, they're, you know, you get what you pay for. If it looks like a rat, smells like a rat, it's a rat. If the room looks good, it's gonna be good, you know. But so that's just trash. I don't even want to go through it. I don't even care if there's something in there worth $1. It's just trash.
I don't care!
Who knows what'll come in there?
Yeah, it's not worth,
crawl.
it's not, yeah. Bugs or spiders. Always wear gloves.
Lots of spiders.
You don't want to get bit by a, you know, a bad spider, a recluse or something. You're gonna die. I mean, there's some old school VHS.
Love it.
And that, yeah, I don't know. Some of them could be good, especially horror, but I don't see any horror here. Inner Space. I haven't seen that in a long time.
That's an old one.
Yeah.
Hot Shots.
Yeah. You know, it's what it is. So we got a bag here. Hopefully out of the stuff I pulled, there might be something in here other than crappy clothes. So let's see. Crappy clothes.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Like, but you know, there's gonna be more on the bottom. This is a shape kit stuff, and this came right out of the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah.
This is travel. Now that tote's good. It's Adidas. That's a good bag. I mean, I'm keeping that bag. People buy bags. What the hell is that? It's cute. This is where you need gloves, folks. You don't want to touch yourself or touch all kinds of crap. So, the bag's the best thing. This is good swap meet stuff. There's still people that buy this. I don't know why, but they do. Should I keep it or just...
Yeah, that's a cool phone.
Is it a cool
The
phone?
slider one.
Okay. Anything good? What do you think?
A lot of little junk.
Okay. I don't know what the hell that is, but it looks broke. So, okay, so far I just got the bag and this old phone, right?
Yeah, that Adidas bag's nice.
It's a really good bag. There's more on this side. A little adapter. Oh, belt buckle.
Bell buckles are always great.
Oh, that's cute.
See?
You know, that's a
Like something you get in
impulse
Vegas.
buy that somebody will pay $5 for to get a laugh. A guy will put on his belt to make the girls laugh or offend them, one or the other.
I don't know if sorry can make up for it. You've highly offended me.
So I just moved this to get to the ladder, because ladders are always good. And well, nice clock, nothing wrong with it. Not my cup of tea, but this ladder's a little toasty. I don't think I'm gonna keep it because it is a little janky.
It's durable and it's lightweight.
Scaring me.
So really,
Wow.
now it's locked in place. Okay. So really, you say,
Oh God, Harold.
Let's see what kind of step ladder we got.
Alright.
Yeah, you know, $5 or $10. Let's see how it's not a good ladder, but yeah, it's a little janky. You know, it's still sellable. The way one of the rungs are off, so I'll leave it for my guy. He'll figure it out if he wants to keep it or not. In this day and age, you know, ladders like that used to actually sell really quick. Everybody is selling everything now, so people are really picky. They want high quality, top quality, perfect everything for $5. That's just the world we live in. So I have a guy that's gonna work with me and help me get rid of this, and I'll pay him a little bit and then I'll let him take whatever and he'll throw it away. He gets to clean it out. So I leave stuff like that him and his wife will put together, and he'll make sets and piles, and he'll work harder than me, but he'll make probably more money than me over time because he doesn't have, you know, a great job right now. He makes money. So anytime you do this, oh, here we go. I mean, it's interesting. It could have been better than it was, but
Oh, hey.
little BB gun.
Cool.
Don't know if it's good.
Pump action. I have one just like that.
Probably broke, so I don't feel any compression, but you know, you do find guns from time to time. You're supposed to legally turn it into the office so they can give it to the sheriff, and they run the ballistics to see if it was used in a crime or something. I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll check it out. I mean, good swap meet item. Somebody told me the new regulations we're supposed to even turn in BB guns now in the state that I'm in, so I don't know, but that's ridiculous. That thing is harmless. But it's a cool find, and it could have been better. I have found old daisies and stuff, and old Red Riders, and ones that are worth $50 and $100. You know, you find a lot of stuff like that. I hate it when they take out all the frickin' drawers of the dresser and they put them every goddamn place. Makes no sense at all. You could just put it in the dresser. They're just stupid people. I don't know why they do that. There's a lot of big stuff back here. It's a junky house furniture that I don't want. There is a nice table and some chairs. It's not what I want. There's old TVs. There's some
Not even gonna ask.
mattresses and stuff. So that's not what I want, but I see a couple things back there interesting. Well, there's a nice hat. That's not bad. We'll go through that later. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's broken, of course. Consistent with the room, right?
Broken Iron Man, yeah.
Consistent with the room. Not well cared for. Oh shit, household stuff. Pots and pans and cookie jars and stuff. That's the top to the cookie jar. I don't know if the bottom's in here. This seems kind of heavy to drag out, so I'm just going to try to find stuff in it real quick. Yeah, that's cute. Little planter. Hope it's not cracked. I might have you stand up here and videotape it so I don't have to take it out. Yeah, to me, it's crap, and more crap. But there's the bottom. But it's a religious one. But I mean, is it cracked or chipped really bad anyway?
No, it looks okay.
Surprisingly good, huh?
Still has cookie crumbs in it.
Old toaster. Nothing really you're missing. Oh, there's something back here that I think people would like to see, if I can get to it. A 49ers jersey.
Hey.
Let's see who we got. That's it.
Look at that, that's great.
Bowman, I don't know who that is. Maybe was a defensive player back in the day with the number. Looks pretty good. Might be worth something. Not, I don't think it's real good online eBay, but certainly worth $10, $20. There it is. These are cool. If I throw these down, you want to take a picture of these?
Yeah.
All right. Those are cool. Good shape, huh?
PF pliers.
There's some actually clean white Adidas. I'll throw those out in a minute. And there's a nice pair of Vans if I can find the other one. Another pair of PFs. This is where the halfway decent shoes are. Oh shit, my back.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or what
Well,
portion?
Spinal.
Putting the videographer to work. You can, there's the legs of the one on the bottom. There's the other one. Got a bone in here. That'll work.
Yeah. Get a better look at this bar stool. It's pretty nice.
Another white shoe. I had it, but I don't know if I can put it out yet. Let's do this. Oh, there's a Spider-Man right in front of us. All right, let me get some stuff down here. Welcome to the jungle, folks. I do like this. This is cute. And then those are good Vans. I know the other one's up there. I had it somewhere, but I haven't found it back yet. There's more coats. We're going to go through some coats and see if we can find some decent ones. There's a bag of something we'll go through.
Yeah, looks like athletic clothes.
Ooh-wee. Now this is the winter time in California, and it's a nice day, but it's not that hot. Can you imagine doing this in the sun when it's hot or humid, depending on where you live in? You want to do this early in the morning or later in the day, preferably. And you want to compartmentalize it into a couple of hours and not get stuck doing this for hours like I'm doing it. It's going to wear you out. Your back's going to hurt and you're going to sweat like a dog.
Spider-Man.
Cheap one, but you know, sellable for a couple bucks. It's real cheap, but it's a swap meet one, or a yard sale. But it'll certainly attract attention wherever you try to sell it. It'll get you, $5 or more. But all right, this still has a tag on it. Find that all the time. Looks like a decent lady's jacket. Because it still has a tag on it, and it's black and it's neutral, this will sell. The price is yet to be determined. Are these yours or that the ones we found?
Those are the ones we found?
Yeah, don't know where they go. So that's good. This looked interesting because it had a little bit of 90s gangsta on it. Insane Clown Posse.
Oh no.
Somebody will buy that. That's cool. Now we got the hats with the pot leaf.
That's hilarious.
Hot leaf hat. Couple bras in here. These are not good used bras, so I'm going to pass on this. Let's see. So this is a grab bag box at Crapola. Well, there's some cleats, practically new. People don't really wear them anymore, but there's some Nikes, maybe. There's the other cleat. Somebody should buy those for, you know, a yard sale for their kid. Have lots of these, a pack of cards. Yeah.
Reebok.
Use shoes. There's the other shoe for there. I mean, these are great flea market shoes for people that just want some runarounds. They're not really worn and dirty. If they're really clean, I'll put them on. If they're vintage, but you know, $5 or $10, maybe more. And some football cleats and
Under Armour cleats.
this looks like a teenagers or a young teen's room. They don't look like an old. There's another crappy phone. This is probably football stuff or clothes. Not the kind of clothes I want. I don't feel like digging. These are cool though. I don't know if they're worth a lot, but they're cool and they're really good condition. PF Flyers, those are cool. I mean, they look hardly worn. Those will clean up really good. I got some shoe foam. These will be near mint. And if I put those down at the antique mall with a couple good pairs of shoes used, I mean, probably an easy $20, and they might be worth 25 and they might be worth 40. I have no idea. So those are good. I like stuff like that. Easy money, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Boy, this is a pile, isn't it?
Yeah, they're so not even halfway through.
More than you thought, huh? Still got to go get that speaker box out of there. And here, the reality is people don't really buy them like they used to, but it's still kind of cool, so we want to look at it. It's old school, and you know, it could be good speakers. Still got to find that other white shoe, because those were Adidas. Oh, here it is. Look at that. The match pair. And these are Adidas, and Adidas sell, right? And these are good. These are, and now you got another, you know, depending on what you want to do, $10 to $20, you know. Let's go back below. See what I can find. Chances are that's all there. I like old rugs, but not from rooms like this, so I won't mess with that rug. Woohoo! Finally! Oh boy! I haven't dug like this for years.
I'm too old for this.
It looks like there's a couple of igloos in the bottom, which are good, but I don't think I'm going to dig for them. They sell, but it's not something I really care about that much, because I have a bunch of them.
This wasn't worth my time, dude.
There's two of these. These are in pretty good condition, I think, so they're worth keeping. If I can get them out without damaging them. Take a look at that. I got a couple of those.
Nice wicker.
Yeah, wicker's always good. Somebody will do something with those. Let's kill myself. Let's put those here. And let's put those there. And let's get that out. Grab that. Make sure.
Nice wicker table set.
So here's the old speakers. The good news is the cones aren't cracked. You know, Raft Audio, California, anything American USA is worth something to somebody. Again, that's another what I call a flea market buy. Somebody will buy those for small amounts of money. 10, 20, 30 bucks. I'll look them up. Maybe they're good. I don't know. Let's look at this. I'm gonna guess they bought this and didn't use it. That's what people do with stuff like this. Yeah, they used it a little bit. Yeah, they used it, I guess. Well, they used it good. Yeah.
It's trash.
Leave it for my guy to take to the swap meet or flea market. Somebody will buy that for $4 or $5 for the kids. Not what I want. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll line out some of the stuff I just picked out of this second dig, and we'll see what we have. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you next time.